Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Starting off strong, already got the car in the air and the H-pipe connected. Gonna be dealing with this guy today, trying to figure out what's going on with the flange. So first and foremost, you guys can see up there, I already have, it'll focus. I already have that side pretty closely mocked up. So basically I just have to see how much of this piece I have to cut off to fit on that side. But it looks like I actually have to cut off quite a bit on this, so I'm probably going to cut it right here in the middle and then kind of go off of that. That way I have that whole section to put on this side, which I might only need to cut that in half. So we'll make it work, but that's what we're working with today. And then kind of looking at how everything is going to meet up back here. Those welds are looking pretty good. Not really too much restriction. So looking pretty good so far, and I'm actually really excited to see if we can get this thing started today with the full exhaust on it and everything of that sorts. But yeah, that's where we're at and that's where we're starting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cutting on this guy because I don't have a lot of time tonight at the shop. So we're gonna go ahead and get crack-a-lacking. All right, I got the first piece cut. It's not as pretty as I kind of wanted it to be, but it is what it is. So the next step is I gotta grab this guy, little Dremel tool, clean out the inside of it, make it look all nice and pretty, so that way it should slide over. That way it should slide over the other piece. Maybe. Doesn't want to fit. Yeah. All right, we'll try that. Looking good. Now time to go see how it fits on the exhaust. Coming back over to the exhaust, you can see how it's got an angled cut. That's kind of what I tried to go for here, but I don't really think I nailed it too well. Try and see how that's gonna fit over that. Should just kind of, theoretically should slide right over, but I bent it a little bit up there, so yeah. We'll see if we can.
Wow, epic fail.
Maybe not. That wasn't sketchy. Well, successfully, dude, I'm definitely getting banned for that. Successfully cut another piece off. As you can see here, went ahead and cut a good amount off, but I got the other piece to slide on the flange there. So once I get it as close to up there as I can, I'm gonna go ahead and tack it. So that way I know that that's the orientation it needs to sit, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna bring it down and weld it, and then should be able to have a full exhaust by the end of tonight. Well, you guys can see I got the exhaust mostly on. It fits how I was hoping it would, so that's a plus. And then I have that side. I don't know if you can even see it up there. That's as close as to good as I can get it for the most part. I don't know how I'm gonna get that bolt underneath, but I gotta get the flange up on this side. You can see there's a little bit of a gap. So that's where I'm gonna have to take this piece and cut off like another little piece like this, weld to the other side. So that way I have a full connected flange, but as of right now, it looks like that is gonna be where it sits. I'm gonna make sure everything is nice and tight beforehand, before I mock it up, before I tack it. But as of right now, that is looking pretty good. And boom, just like that, I got it tacked up, which is good, because now all I need to do is scrape this side off and then weld that other piece on there. So I'm gonna go and cut a little section off of this. That way I can weld that on there just like that. I am gonna push this down and go ahead and tack the other side real quick. And then that way that stays nice and solid. And just like that, I have the exhaust all welded up. My beautiful welds, not really, but I think it'll do the job. A little bit on the inside, but it was needed. I burned through in a couple spots, but regardless, I think it'll do the job just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this up and make sure that everything is as it's supposed to be, and then hopefully it'll bolt right up. Boom, just like that, we have our flanges mated up properly. You can see there's no more gap. I went ahead and welded that. Obviously, yes, there is a lot of welds there, but it'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Come over to this side. You can see that side, I don't know if you can really tell. You can see that side made it up very nicely. It's nice and tight. So now we got to connect the cat back, which is easy. That's 4 bolts, nuts and bolts, whatever. And then should be able to get it on the ground and start it. Alrighty, and now clear all the codes and see how it starts up. And hopefully we can get rid of that guy right there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I got the snap-on scanner, so should be pretty good. All right, thanks to the handy dandy snap-on code scanner, we got everything cleared for emissions, DTCs, other BS. We got everything cleared for the time being, but I got my buddy that's gonna go ahead and start the car up. Another successful modification done to the Mustang. Dude, it sounds incredible. There's such a distinct difference between an X pipe and an H pipe, especially with these cars, and it's so cool being able to, damn it. It is so cool being able to see the difference on how each system works with the car and just the different sounds. Like, I am personally a huge fan of the H-pipe. You get that true dual muscle car sound. Now, yes, I will agree with you guys that are out there saying like, oh, well, for more power gains, you want an X-pipe. And I'm like, well, yeah. But at the same time, I also want to be able to drive my car. Excuse me. I also want to be able to drive my car on the street, so I kind of need emissions. That turbo whistle. That turbo whistle. Regardless, it's actually really cool being able to hear the difference in sound quality and different sound tone from the X-pipe to the H-pipe with the long tubes and everything. I thought it sounded really raspy. Now, yes, when you were in it, it did sound good, but I just felt like it had this super raspy tone to it. Going to the OEM H-pipe with the MagnaFlow mufflers, I think it sounds really good. It's got that true raw muscle car sound. It does sound good. Like I almost like it better than with the X-pipe.
It's got a good tone.
It does. And I think with the new O2 sensors, the new cats, I think that no check engine light should come back. Fingers crossed. I got to fill the car up with gas tonight, but we'll see what happens. I'm not even gonna lie, it is extremely weird driving this car again. Not only because I have like 6 tires stacked behind me, or not stacked behind me, but like I have 4 tires stacked behind me in the back seat. Then I have another 2 in the trunk. But it's just weird driving this car again because it's so quiet now. And it drives very nicely. My steering wheel is a little cocked sideways, but I think it's because I needed alignment. I've still never aligned this car. Well, I made it home. I drove about 26 miles. No check engine light so far. So I think that is progress, if you ask me. I think that's progress. I don't know, man. This thing's got so many weird quirks to it that I don't know. This thing has one weird quirk after the next. Super happy to get the new exhaust on. I don't think it has any leaks that I could tell of, or that I could hear at least. So that's a huge plus. But it made it home okay. I didn't have any issues. Tomorrow going to work might be fun, but we'll see. Like I said, no check engine light so far, so that's definitely a plus. I think only time will tell if that fixed my problem, but considering the codes that I was getting beforehand, I definitely think that we're definitely on the right track here. If you guys did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's see if we can hit 400 subscribers. And with that being said, stay spoolin', my friends. Peace out. Buy a drift car, they said. It'll be fun, they said. It'll be fun, they said.